Welcome back to Physics Junction. In this video, we are going to learn about source of energy. Source of energy is a thing which supplies energy. So let's start with law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be transformed from one form to another form. So energy will never get dissipated. It changes from one form to another form. So with energy we can do endless activities. However, sometimes the useful form of energy is dissipated into less usable form. For example, we have a plate which is at rest, so it has a high potential energy. Suppose if you drop the plate, it will hit the ground and the potential energy will be converted into sound energy. Here the sound energy is in less usable form. As well, in the case of candle, heat energy is converted into light energy. Here heat energy is in usable form, however light energy is in less usable form. Why it is called less usable form? Since here heat energy is completely utilized and it is converted into light energy, but the light energy is not further converted into any form of energy. So it is called less usable form. Therefore, if you see in both the examples, energy used for doing work is consumed completely and no energy is available to do any work further. So we can better understand with the electric fan example. In electric fan, electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. So we get cool air. So with the cool air, no energy is available to do work. We can see more examples, that is muscular energy for carrying out physical work, electrical energy for running various appliances, chemical energy for cooking food or running vehicle. In all those examples, usable form of energy is dissipated into less usable form. But we used to prefer always to have a source which should generate a usable form of energy. Therefore, a source which generates useful form of energy is known as a good energy source, and a good energy source should do a large amount of work per unit volume of mass, and it should be easily accessible, and it should be easy to store and transport. More importantly, it should be economical. Let's move on to sources for electrical energy. Electrical energy is a form of kinetic energy produced by moving electric charges, that is flow of electrons. So here we have the examples for electrical energy sources: wind energy, fossil fuel, battery, nuclear power plant, hydroelectric and solar energy. So far we studied about different electrical energy sources. Now let us study about production of electrical energy. Production of electrical energy is done by electric generator. Electric generator is a device which produces electricity and it stores the energy in battery, or the energy can be directly supplied to homes, shops, offices through power lines. So the simple principle used in the electric generator is the coil should be rotated inside the magnetic field. So we have a magnet, north pole and south pole. This is a conductor. So the conductor will be rotated inside the magnetic field. So when the conductor is rotated inside the magnetic field, an electromagnetic force will be induced across the conductor. This is the simple principle used to generate the electricity. To rotate the coil, we need mechanical energy. So this conductor is usually, we'll call it as armature. Armature is nothing but a conductor coil along with its core. To rotate the armature inside the magnetic field, it requires the mechanical energy, and mechanical energy is provided by the a motor, or it is called as turbines. Turbines are nothing but engines which are operated on fossil fuels such as diesel, petrol and natural gases, and these are known as the non-renewable energy sources. Sometimes the turbines are operated using renewable energy sources such as wind turbine, water turbine and solar powered turbines. Next we learn about the turbines. Turbines are big engines. So you can see the picture here. This is the actual turbines used in power plant. We know that the turbines are coupled directly to the armature of the generator. Firstly, the turbine should rotate itself. So for that it takes the kinetic energy from fluids such as water, steam, air or combustion gases and utilize it to turn itself. The rotation of turbine is used to turn the armature of the generator. So when the turbine rotates, the generator output terminals generate the electricity. Next, we are going to study about types of energy sources. There are two types: conventional energy sources, non-conventional energy sources. In this video, we are going to focus only on conventional energy sources. They are known as traditional energy sources. Let's start with fossil fuels. We know that wood is the most common energy source. Next to wood, the coal. Coal is known as sedimentary rock. The formation of coal is a million-year process. The dead plant and animals decayed and buried deep inside the earth million years ago and formed coal. The other fossil fuels are natural gas and petroleum. So coal, oil and natural gas are known as the fossil fuels. Growing demand for energy was met by these fossil fuels during industrial revolution. Let's see creation of fossil fuels. Plants, trees, animals. So after their lifetime, they decayed and buried under the earth. So these are the remainings of the plants and animals, and these are known as the fossils, and these fossils turned into fossil fuels after a very long time. So these fossil fuels are known as the non-renewable energy sources. Why they are called as non-renewable energy sources? Because the formation of fossil fuels took longer time. It's a million year process. So soon we will run out of these energy sources. In order to avoid these situation, we have to look for other alternative energy sources. So here we have given the other alternative sources: solar, biomass, wind energy, geothermal and hydropower. The advantages of fossil fuels: they are abundant, easily accessible, and we can get large amount of energy. These fossil fuels have some disadvantages to air pollution, acid rain, and production of greenhouse gases. The second conventional energy source is thermal power plant. In thermal power plant, large amount of fossil fuels are burnt. So here the fossil fuels will be taken and they will be burnt, and this heat energy is used to heat the water. So the steam will be produced. The kinetic energy of the steam is used to rotate the turbine. The rotation of turbine is used to rotate the armature of the generator, and the electricity is produced. The produced electricity then will be transmitted through power lines. Next conventional energy source we are going to study is hydropower plants. In hydropower plants, kinetic energy of flowing water or the potential energy of water stored in the water reservoir is used as energy source. Here, the potential energy of the falling water is converted into electricity. Very few waterfalls can be used as the hydropower plants. Larger number of dams have been built across the world last century. In India, quarter of energy requirement is met by the hydropower plants. This is production of hydroelectricity. The water has been stored in the water reservoir, so it possesses very high potential energy, and the water is allowed to flow through the pipes. Now the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is used to rotate the turbines. Further, the rotation of turbine is used to rotate the armature of the generator, and the generated electricity is transmitted through the power lines. Here in the reservoir, the water can be stored or water can be refilled again and again when it rains. So the hydroelectricity source is getting used again and again, and it's known as the renewable source. The last conventional energy source we are going to study is biomass. The plant and animal products which are used as fuels are known as the biomass, and these biological materials can be used as a renewable energy source. Let's start with wood. Wood is used as a fuel for longer time. When it is burnt, the leftover residue is charcoal, and this charcoal burns without a flame, and it is almost smokeless. It has a very higher heat generation efficiency. Next to biomass is the cow dung. Cow dung cakes can be used as the steady source of fuel, and these cow dung cakes can be converted into biogas, that is called methane, through the process anaerobic digestion, and this whole process is happening in the absence of oxygen, and this biogas is also known as the gobar gas. This is production of biogas. Here, cow dung is mixed with water and this mixture is known as slurry. Slurry will be converted into biogas through the process called anaerobic digestion. So, the produced natural gas is used for cooking and illumination of gas lamp. The disadvantage of biogas is large amount of smoke will be produced during burning. So, some technological advancements are needed to improve the efficiency of these fuels. The other biological materials which can be used as biofuels are given here: crops, garbage, landfills, and algal fuels. And these products can be decomposed in the absence of oxygen to produce the biogas. So this is production of electricity from biomass. So here the biomass will be burnt and the natural gas is produced. The produced gas is used to heat the water and the kinetic energy of steam is used to rotate the turbine. Further, the rotation of turbine is used to rotate the generator and the electricity will be produced. The produced electricity will be transmitted through the power lines. In this video, you have studied about different conventional energy sources which are very helpful in generation of electricity. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.